The National Institutes of Health estimate that more than 5 million people in the U.S. have Alzheimer's disease.
Joining us in the CI kitchen with some ideas on foods good for your brain is our guest chef, Lisa Lewey Shields. Lisa, maybe we need to include our healthy Coke in this conversation.
with a little bit less.
Oh, I know, I really poured it in. That's the problem. I know all your ideas will be much better.
Man, my stomach is still nauseous from that. But this looks amazing.
Yes. Alzheimer's hasn't affected my family, but
it has mine.
It has yours, and it has many, many, many of my friends and coworkers and what have you. So it's something dear to my heart. But when I watched TikTok, I'm into TikTok now. When I watched a TikTok episode, and Jenny said it's journaled now, because she's a nurse, it's journaled now that it's Alzheimer's 3.
Diabetes 3.
Oh, diabetes 3, yes. I mean, my eyes opened, and it's like, whoa, what is that? So it's a new thing that will affect many, many, many people. So we need to change our diet.
Oh, absolutely.
Change our diet.
Maybe we can see the TikTok. We'll see if they have that you're referencing here. We'll take a look.
Did you know that as a diabetic, you have a 65% risk of developing Alzheimer's disease? In fact, some in the medical community will go so far as to say Alzheimer's disease is type 3 diabetes. Well, why is that? Well, let's look at some of the complications that diabetes can cause. One, having diabetes increases our chance of having heart disease and strokes, which means that it's going to damage those blood vessels, which could possibly mean decreased blood flow to the brain, leading to dementia. Then you have increased insulin levels in your brain, which can affect certain neurochemicals, again, affecting how we're focused and cognitive thinking. Third, sugars are increased. Guess what? That causes inflammation in the body, and that can also negatively affect our brain health. I know there are so many things that we need to look out for, and let's be proactive with our health. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it, and I can help. Did you know that as a diabetic...
Great tips there. Great advice from her. Let's talk about some of the foods that, kind of like she mentioned, that maybe we should avoid.
Avoid dairy. Number one, avoid sugar. And that's so hard for
us. Same. It's in everything.
It's in everything. And the thing is, even though I sugar-free, or I do this or this, I like crackers. I like cheese. Milk has carbs and sugar in it. Avoid dairy. Avoid red meat. Avoid processed meat. That's your lunch meats, your hot dogs, your McDonald's, your everything else. You know, there's a lot to avoid.
Yeah. So let's talk things that people should be looking towards. So I know the avoiding part can be the intimidating factor of why people aren't proactive, but there are plenty of options.
There's plenty.
Good things.
And a lot of these things I had in my kitchen, and it's like, wow, oh, that's that. And so it seems like I brought a lot, but it's like, oh my gosh. And there's 2 cookbooks that are great too, but salads, do your salmon, do your tuna, do your fish, do your crustaceans. If you don't like fish, you know, just my favorite, do tofu. But beans, mushrooms, fruits and vegetables, lots of fruits and vegetables.
But I think you should be careful with the fruits, though, because there's sugar, natural sugar, and carbs, right?
Right. But
fruits, so maybe be careful on that.
Well, you have your carbs, but then it's a better carb because it's not a sugary, refined. It's a natural carb.
So the plant-based stuff.
But then you are going to, you're not going to eat a whole watermelon.
I might. You don't know how hungry I am.
You're just going to eat like a little bit, or mix them up. Eat maybe 2 or 3 berries, and 2 or 3 blueberries is number 1. That's
okay, can you just eat 1 berry? Sister.
I eat about a handful.
I can eat 4 grapes, and I can eat a half an orange.
Well, I feel like serving size is so important because like nuts I can eat by the handful as well, but like a handful of almonds, I know I shouldn't have more than one.
Well, the other thing is, peanuts and cashews have more sugar. So if you're eating your walnuts and your pecans and your hazelnuts, that's even better.
Okay, we have 1 minute, and you've got something here ready to go into the oven. What have we got, though? Tell us what's on there.
Salmon. This is salmon, and I put a little bit of Dijon mustard and a little bit of garlic and dill, but then I put lots of veggies and some lemon.
I smell the dill. It smells great. Yeah. And I feel like mustard is a really kind of safe go-to
It is.
healthy
It's a little bit
topping.
higher in salt.
Okay.
But it's very, very good, like sugars or
Yeah.
carbs or that type of thing. But I'm using parchment paper, and I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to put it in, and it will steam it. But all these flavors will.
Yeah, I also try to avoid aluminum with Alzheimer's, so I'm glad that you're using parchment paper.
Yes,
So
very much so.
I mean, it gets overwhelming. So.
Speaking of aluminum,
Yeah?
read your deodorant because
I
it
know.
has
I know.
aluminum in it.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Gosh, I gotta go back and read my deodorant.
Yes.
Read.
I hope you put some on
Read
today.
labels.
I
After
sure did.
today.
I don't know, cross that thing. Tomorrow may smell bad.
Yes.
See if I get to the store.
Okay.
We'll announce something at TikTok at the end.
Oh.
Will we? Oh, okay. Well, if you want to connect with Lisa, be sure to visit PILiving.tv, and we'll have all of her tips that she shared, as well as a link to her Facebook page where you can give her a little like there.